Trigger Dan, what's the word? Trigger Dan on the beat. Ty Ho, what's really hood? There we go, got my guy early. Ty, what's good?
Yo,
How you?
it's good.
What's good?
How you?
I can't complain, you know, staying low, staying out the way. How you and the fam?
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, that's the only thing we could do at the end of the day, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. How you? Everything all right?
Yeah, man. I'm hanging in there, man. You know, at the end of the day, a lot of things going on, but, you know, sticking through it.
Yes, sir. R.I.P. to the homie, man. You already know.
Yeah, man, my dude JD, man, just passed away, man. You know what I mean? Rest up, my dude. You know what I mean? Real talk.
Yes, sir. I ain't gonna hold you too much, man. We get to it, yo. What
Yeah.
age? What age you start hooping?
I'm gonna say 10 years old.
10 years old. Competitively, like organized, or just like
Yeah,
locally hooping in the park?
well, actually, I first started in my elementary school in 102 on Beach Avenue in the Bronx.
Okay.
I started playing there first, and then actually in that school we did the Kids Bay. It was like the extension from the main building on Soundview. You know what I mean? So basically started there. You know what I mean? And then that's where everything started at.
And when would you say like you developed the passion to wanna pursue that game? Young?
Yeah, man, it was in my blood. Actually, man, I don't know. It was just, you know, like at the end of the day, it was just, I don't even know how to explain it. You know what I mean? Like I was into sports. You know what I'm saying? Like when I grew up, I was into football, baseball. You know, I did everything. Basketball was actually the last sport I played.
Got you.
You know what I mean? I was baseball first, actually. You know what I mean? Then I started with football, and I was always the abnormal kid that wasn't supposed to be. At 10, 11 years old, I was playing with 19. You know what I mean? 19-year-olds in equipment.
Got you. You were a big kid?
Yeah, man. By the time I reached 7th grade, I was 6 foot, 200 pounds.
Wow.
I mean, so they thought I was supposed to be a freshman in high school, but
yeah,
see, I wasn't. I was, you know.
He's a young kid.
Yeah, you look at my date of birth. You know what I mean? At the end of the day.
No, absolutely. So, like, did school basketball come before AAU for you?
Yeah, actually, you know, school was first, you know what I mean? First and foremost, you know what I mean? But, you know, a lot of things turned in the middle of that, you know, a lot of life situations that turned in as far as my, you know, further in my school, you know, as far as going to college and so on and so forth, you know what I mean? So, but it definitely started from school first, you know what I mean? Like, education at the end of the day is the first and foremost. You have to learn and understand, period.
Absolutely.
So, you know, it started from there and it just grew. You know, I played everywhere, you know, street ball, and it just, you know, I just, you know, just went on about it. Like at the end of the day, I just crafted my material and what I had, what I knew I had. Never went over the bridge.
At what age did you come out to the street ball aspect of basketball?
Man, I'm gonna say give or take 14, 15, 16. You know what I mean? But when I hit the mainstream, as far as like my first big tournament was EBC. And I was 17 years old, you know what I mean? When I was playing with Posse, Master Rob, J-Bo, Gil, you know what I mean? Reggie Freeman, Bevon Robin, you know what I mean? Like Isaac, you know what I mean? Black Magic, Irv, you know, we got the whole line, you know what I mean? That was from that side, the Bronxdale side.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
So for a 17-year-old kid, you coming up, you knew what it was to play in that park. And I'm sure you grew up watching it and seeing it. So when you got your opportunity to come out there at such a young age, what was that feeling like for you?
I mean, if, you know, it felt funny, but at the end of the day, it was something normal to me. You know what I mean? Like, cause I already been through the ropes already. So it wasn't, you know, like going through that in the AU and, you know, the crowd. And I learned how to tune that out at a younger age, so I was able to adjust that and just play my game,
Got
and kind of knock that out. So, I was able to do that. So that kind of eliminated me from a lot of other things. You know what I mean? So,
what AAU did you come up playing with?
actually, I was actually started. I was gonna go to Riverside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But a lot of things going on. They were stacked. Then Gauchos. Then with Artie Green he was with Gauchos at that time. But I actually wound up going with Doc. I was with Madison Broncos, Doc Maselli.
Got you.
You know what I mean? And I played with Doc for a good 2 to 3 years. I was playing with Bear. Man, there's a whole bunch of people I could name down the line. Yeah. You know what I mean? But yeah.
At what age did that start for you?
Actually, that was in between 18, 19. I was a little bit older than all the other, all the other kids that was playing with us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had like a 2, so
okay.
But Doc seen what it was, and he seen I had the potential. So I was on it.
And how did it go for you traveling and playing outside of the city and outside of competition that you're used to?
It was normal, but it was just a different environment. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was more on a professional note. You got D1, D2 coaches out there. John Thompson, God bless. You know what I mean? Like, it was a lot of Tarkanian. Like, it was in that era, it was crazy. Yeah. So, it was just a blessing to be out there and to see that and be in that environment. But it wasn't nothing crazy to me. Like, I was used to it at that time. So I just flow with it.
Got you. So you coming up, I want to ask you about that 55th experience because you played with a legendary team just to start off. You know what I mean? You 17 years old, you playing with legends. You feel me? So,
yeah, you know.
Like, how fast did you adjust to that quick game and become, because, that's my word, for as long as I've seen you since we was kids, you've been the same way, quiet, you get to it, though. You know what I mean? Super effective and efficient. So, like, for a 17-year-old kid to start off playing with such heavy hitters, how long did it take you to adjust to the level?
I'm gonna say, at the end of the day, it took a little minute. It took me a minute to adjust, but it wasn't that long. You know what I mean? Because I was just in love with ball at that time. I was balling every day. It was nothing to me. So whatever came to me, I'm just there to perform, doing what my job is to do and play my game. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like, I wasn't into the crowd. It was none about that. Whatever I chose to do on the court, and everybody say what they say after the game, you did this. That's what it was. That's love.
Absolutely. Championships. Yeah, you got them in Rucker.
Oh, 4. Oh, I got 3 actually. I got 3 with 2 different teams, and it's crazy when that happened. On that note, because I was actually playing with Posse. We won the first chip, which was on our grounds.
You was how old at that point? You still a young boy?
Yeah, I was 18, 19 years old. Fresh. You know what I mean? Like, fresh. Yeah, fresh out. We played Bad Boys in the playoffs, and then we played Rough Riders in the chip. You know what I mean? We blew them out by 15. God bless the dead Conrad McCray. You know what I mean?
Yeah, beast.
You know what I mean? Real talk. You know what I mean? So after that, the next year, we played Vacant Lot. Okay. 8 buttons in the chip. Yeah, that was the second one. The third year, maybe a month, 2 months before that, I got locked up.
Got you.
And we lost in the third year. We lost by 1 to go to the chip or in the chip or something like that. I was locked up when that happened. You know what I mean? But to that
city circuit. Oh no, go ahead. What you was gonna say?
That was the 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I won my last one with TNP in 2013, I believe.
Yeah,
Mousy, a couple of them, you know what I mean? Like, I was like 5 at that time, you know what I mean? So, and in Pro City, right after that, so I was playing with TNP in Pro City.
God. You know? And I seen you put in work in Gun Hill.
I've been everywhere. Gun Hill, anywhere, any tournament where it was at, I was there. You could name it: Gun Hill, Orchard Beach, Jerry, to the Cruz family. You know what I mean? Like, everywhere.
What's your favorite city tournament?
It's tough, man. It's tough. I mean, you go down the line with years, you know, from years beyond, it's always been Rucker. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the time, you know, DYCKMAN always been there, right behind it. It's always been DYCKMAN and Rucker. Always been DYCKMAN and Rucker. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, keep that official. Because I was playing DYCKMAN back in the days with Tony Greer, the Greer brothers.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you know, I've been there. Baka and all that. Yeah. And I just seen Jan not too long ago too.
Oh, say with that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So that's love. But yeah, that's what, you know, I would say 55th and then DYCKMAN, you know what I mean? Like, that's what love is right there. Them first two right there.
What's the most you ever put up?
In a game? Honestly, I couldn't even tell you. I was really never on a number game. People used to come up to me like, yo, you had this and that and the third. I wasn't never a person to look in the books or ask people, you know, what did I get or how much I scored. I was about the W at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't care about no stats. I was care about if we won or not.
Got you. And out of those 3 chips in 55th, which was the toughest one to pull off?
I'm gonna say the first one because the first one was kind of unexpected. You know what I mean? Like, they wasn't really expecting us to really even make it that far. Okay. But they didn't know what type of team we had at that time. You know what I mean? Like, with me, Reg, Bev, we had a chemistry. We've been playing with each other for years. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that bond was already there, and this is how we won the chip. It was off of chemistry. You know what I mean? It wasn't about talent, about the names. We had names, but it was about chemistry at the end of the day. So I believe it was the first one. You know what I'm saying? Okay. The second one was a little bit more easier because we was already in the flow. You know what I mean? Like, we was already like there already. Like, we got to defend it. We got to do what we got to do. So we got to make a statement at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, what I want to know, because like me, I saw you coming up, but you was already, like I said, we not far off in age, but becoming the person, the New York City legend that you are, what was that journey like for you from that young age when you started off, like at Kips Bay and stuff like that?
I mean, I don't know. Honestly, like, I'm not that type of person to really look at it like that. I was everywhere, you know, I played, and I never looked at myself as a, you know, like I'm an OG, I'm a legend, I do this and that. I just did what I did at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to solidify, do my work. Yo, I was just out in Red Hook the other day with my Red Hook dudes. You know what I mean? They had Red Hook. I'm everywhere. Brooklyn, Queens, my TMP dudes, you know what I'm saying? Harlem, Bronx, it doesn't matter. So, you know, like, it was kind of hard on that note to try to say exactly when, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's what it was.
Got you. They asked the question. They asked, what college did you go to?
You know, it's crazy. I didn't even really go to college fully like that. I went to Broome. I stayed up in Broome Community College. I only stayed up there for like 7 months. And things ain't work out up there, you know what I mean? Like, it got crazy with the living situation, and it went sideways. So I wound up coming back. And I went to Monroe College at that time, but Coach Jackson was coaching there at the time. Okay. You know what I mean? And I was going to go play with them for a minute, but then I had a lot of other life situations going on, you know what I mean? And that kind of, you know, threw that basketball kind of to the back burner at that time.
Got you.
But got that opportunity to really experience the real college life and really go overseas like that time because I already had a felony, a record. So that was another thing that kind of barred me from going overseas as well. Because if that wasn't the case, I would have been playing for overseas for 15 plus years now. That's a fact.
Oh, yeah, easy. That's a fact.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. I want to ask you something. That Pro City atmosphere, what's that like?
I mean, honestly, it wasn't too much different than like playing at AAU. It's just professional. You know what I mean? Solidified professional playing. You know, teams that play organized basketball. You got official top name people that play in the league that was playing in there. Yep. You know, I've been playing against Tobias Harris. You know, 1,000 dudes. Ron Artest I've been playing with for years. You You know what I mean? Like I can name down the line, you know what I mean? Dudes that played in Pro City that was actually playing in the league at that time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Kimber Walker. You go down the line of dudes that was in the city. Anybody that's from the city that's in the league right now as we speak, yeah. Go down the line. Mar Odom, Ron Artest, Elton Brand, Kimber, yeah, Skip. Yeah. You can go down the line. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, that's what it's been though. So it ain't really, it wasn't really nothing crazy.
Got you. So before you had to put the basketball on the back burner, when you did get the opportunity to play AAU, the traveling aspect of it, what was that like for you? And what coming up, what type of basketball player did you want to be? How did you pattern your game?
I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, I really didn't have a pattern. I just used to take pieces from every different individual game of players that I liked, and I would just orchestrate it into my own. You know what I mean? Right. So it wasn't one particular player that I really actually was like, oh, like Jordan or this and that at that era. Like I loved Jordan, but I also like other players too as well. So that's what I incorporated all of that into where my position was at and what I could do and just, you know what I mean, maneuver it like that. You know what I mean? But, as far as the aspect, that is a whole nother, it's a whole nother scene. Like it's the difference from playing street ball than when you're playing organized college, elite, high, you got people watching you. It's a whole different environment. You know what I mean? So you gotta be on your game at the end of the day. Because it could be one slip out, it could be mistakes, but you gotta keep fighting, you gotta keep doing what you gotta do to get where you want to get to at the end of the day. It's just about putting that work in, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. How did you wind up on that team in 55th that you started with? How did you wind up on that team?
I'm from the other side on Rosedale, Bronxdale. I'm on Noble. So J-Bo, Master Rob, Maniac, all of them on that side. I played in Rosedale Park.
Gotcha.
In the tournament over there. So that was where it all started, Rosedale Park. We used to play in the Pathways for Youth tournament.
Okay.
And that's where everything really created, and they seen where I was at, and they had the team. Posse was already in Rucker. They was already solidified already.
Yeah.
Now basically me and Irv got in with that mix because me and Irv was a tandem.
Yeah. Okay.
It wasn't just me, you feel me?
No.
So if you see me, you're gonna be like, yo, where Irv? Where I'll be right back at.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. You know what I mean? So if you want me, you're gonna have to get Irv at the end of the day too, because we was a pack. You know what I mean? So that's where it all correlated at right there, Rosedale. Pathways for You.
Okay, coming up.
Yeah, facts.
Got you. So, like I asked you before, the other two chips that you got in Rucker, right?
Yeah.
What role did you have after you came out? Because your first year out with Posse, you showed everybody you belong. Like if nobody couldn't question it. You the young boy out there with the vets, you holding your own and you getting busy. So out of the last two chips, out of the three, which one do you feel meant more to you? Because the first one is always the first one. You know what I mean? That experience is new. So it's like, right. I got that. I was able to do that. You know what I mean? Like, you in the books.
Yeah, official. I mean, honestly, of course, you're going to say the second one because you thirsty. You want more. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know what I mean? Nobody, once you, especially you get that first one, you already got the chip on your back and you got eyes on you because we wasn't even supposed to be there from the jump. You know what I mean? So we always got to put that in perspective. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so we got to play a little extra to get that second year coming in.
Yeah.
So when that year come in and we do even more, that third year is even more. You feel me? Like it becomes an addiction at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to lose out. You was already on top. Nobody don't want to go down back to the bottom.
Absolutely.
You feel me? So that's how I feel on that note. It was the second one, and then that third one hurt me because that's when everything went left.
Okay.
You know? But I still, I came back, and I still got the third one with TMP. You know what I mean? And then I got a chip in. My last one was in Pro City. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, not the both. I've gotten all the chips besides Gersh and West Fourth. Any other tournament that was in the city, chip.
Now we gonna get to that.
You know what I mean? But you know, that's a whole nother note. At the end of the day, not no
How you
other.
hooked up with TMP?
Actually, you know, it's crazy. I used to play against Dog and doing them in Dyckman.
Okay.
We went at him. I was playing with 914. With you know what I mean? With Aaron the Problem.
Yeah, with Problem. Yep.
Right. You know, we went at it. Everywhere I played when TP was in there, and when they came in,
yeah,
every tournament I played against them, I did me.
Yeah.
And one of them was like, yo, you know what it is over here, boom, boom. We chopped it up, you know what I mean? But at that time, a lot of other things going on. But later on down the line, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just eventually hooked up, you know what I mean? And we just, tournaments fit at the end of the day because I was running around, like, you know.
Yeah.
Like, the day, 7 days out the week, I was playing almost 12, 13 games.
Sheesh.
I would be in Orchard Beach at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
And have 3 more games after that. I don't even know how I was doing it, honestly, but yo, I was hungry.
Great.
Yeah. So, you know, that's what it was, though, at the end of the day.
So you took Rucker 3 times. You took Pro City. When did you take Pro City, you said?
2014.
How was that? What was that like?
Felt good. Yeah. It felt solidified at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, I've been wanting that. Pro City, I've been wanting that. Like, I was playing years ago, back in the days with Gold Jim, with Reg and Tommy and all. It was a whole bunch. Mike James, Bill and the Waiver. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I was way back, so I was young. So, you know, I learned the loops of Pro City, but I never really got that chip yet. So, you know, at the end of the day, to solidify my joints as far as the city, Pro City was the official solidified. I got to get that.
Got you.
You know what I mean? And I was 35, 36 years old when I got that chip in Pro City. Real talk.
Who you was with?
It was me, Jay High,
TMP?
Yeah, TMP.
Oh, okay.
I was playing with TMP in Pro City, West 4th, did Gun Hill, you know what I mean? Did a couple joints. Just like I was playing with Paradise in Brooklyn from Red Hook. With Fridge.
Yeah.
And Artie Loy and all of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
which other tournament chip would you say was something that you felt you had to get? That you was able to get?
Honestly, I mean, Dyckman. Facts. I got Dyckman chip. Yeah. I wanted a fresh one.
Yeah.
Yo, come on. Yo, you already know. I played with 914. I played with Skull Gang, with Twin them. I played with Jim and them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I played with Mel and them. You know what I mean? Like, come on, I've been through it.
Yeah.
That's the one that I wanted, like, at the end of the chip.
And who you looking with?
Damn, it been so long. Yo, real talk.
Got you.
I'm taking it back to when the low rim by the handball court was low, was the 9.5.
Yeah.
And when he had the reversible jerseys.
Got you.
That's how far back I did chip. So I wanted the Dyckman. I wanted to freshen up on Dyckman chip. So out of all the ones, yeah, definitely. So yeah.
You took Riverside with us?
Huh?
You took Riverside with us when it was you, me, not me, I ain't play. I was coaching you, Sat, Fab.
Yeah.
And it popped out. We took
I remember. Yeah. That's a fact. But I went to Dyckman summertime recently.
Yeah.
Real talk. They be out there in Dyckman. They was like, "Oh, hold up, Body is on the court. Yo, what are you doing still on the court?" Like, no, stop it, man. Don't look at my age, man. Like, at the end of the day, man, like, as long as I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm still could do it, and I can still hang with the young bucks. I keep it cordial. I keep my pace. I'm all right.
Facts. Which one didn't you get that you wanted? What tournament?
I mean, to end it off, I mean, honestly, to finish off, everything was West 4th and Gersh. Because Gersh I didn't never play in, and West 4th we lost in the chip to Yada and them. Yada gained them. And I was playing with Paradise at that time. You know what I
Talk
mean?
about playing in the cage, bro, and that small basketball court, and it's 10.
Been there. I've been there. I played at Castle Hill. I played at Castle Hill Gym back in the days before they redid the gym.
Got
You remember Castle Hill Gym?
Yeah, absolutely.
5 steps, you already half court already.
You out of bounds already.
Right. So I was already used to playing in small court environments. You know what I mean? So it wasn't nothing to me. You just gotta really pick and choose your moves and what you're gonna do, because one little little extra dribble, you getting help or whatever the case may be, because it's a small court.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you got to be real precise on what you're gonna do as far as your moves and how you're gonna play defense and so on and so forth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me ask you something, Ty. How the name you got over the years, how is it pronounced, bro? For the record, please. Because I hear people say Bolley, I hear people say body wine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I hear everything. I need to hear from you.
All right, I'm gonna solidify it right now, right?
Back.
That name was from one of my brother's older people, one of his best friends, right? This is what he used to call me on the block. Tyshawn from the Bolley wine. Bolley.
Oh, Bolley.
It was Bolley, right?
Okay.
But that one game in Rucker, I had like 10 dunks. Hannibal kept saying Ty, whoever it was, they said, don't do that no more. Call him Bolley. He turned it around, and it just turned into Body. Because at that time, I started bodying people. Yeah. So it kind of transformed. It was actually Bolley Wan.
Yeah.
Transformed into Body Wan.
Okay.
Started dunking on people, and it just got crazy. Like,
Gotcha.
And then to explain me, everybody, yo, what's that name? Body? Yo, I don't even want to explain this too much. Real talk. Yo, you already know.
Yeah. So out of the bucket list, you only didn't get Gersh and West 4. That's it.
Name any other tournament that you can name. I got chips with Randy and I was playing with Smush, playing out there.
Okay.
I was out there. I've been playing out in Orchard Beach 15, 20 years.
God.
Pops and Joey and Randy, I've been like years when they the same age as me. We've been in the same, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And me and Pops actually got cool the last 2 years before he passed. You know what I mean? Like, so that was a real, tragic at the end of the time, you know what I mean? But he was a fighter at the end of the day too.
That Hoops and Sun experience was different, bro.
Listen, when you play out there and you really get that feeling, nobody can tell you nothing.
Yeah.
Because, I went that, but I also played out in Vegas in the big time tournament with Madison Broncos, right?
Yep.
Mind you, 11 o'clock in the morning. It's already 105 degrees out there. We had to play in the shade outside where the hotel was covering so we could just practice there. Because it was just, you know what I mean? So playing in that hot environment and being able to sustain all that, and then Orchard Beach.
Yeah, that's different, bro.
It's different. That's a condition. Yes, that's a conditioning that, you know what I mean? Yeah. You in a sauna, but you playing ball, running around in the sauna.
Yeah. That was a whole different experience right there, yo.
Real talk. So, that's what it was.
You said that you had gone out to Vegas, and that was with your AAU traveling when you was young?
Yeah. We did Vegas and we did Long Beach, California. Stayed out there for like 2 weeks.
What was that experience like for you?
It was good. You know what I mean? Like, it was different. You know what I mean? Like, especially just, like, if you from the hood and the streets, you're in a different environment. It's just a different atmosphere. It was nothing but, scouts and different top-of-the-line players. It was a good experience. I loved it. You know what I mean? Like, just to be in that type of field and different environment. You know what I mean? So it was a good experience at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, to be on both sides, to be playing, play all in the streets in the hood, but then also play organized basketball as well.
Absolutely.
Know how to run plays, know how to set picks, all the little basic fundamental things that you need to learn before all the other extra things. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Your man Carl Krauser here. He need to get on here too.
I see my dude, Papa, yo, be back at 110 out here. Okay. Yeah, I see him. I see him.
Pop, what up? Now
My
you
dude.
already know. I just wanted to pick your brain a little bit, man, because I know you've been putting in that work in the streets forever, bro. And I just wanted to get some of the experiences that you've had, because you've been doing it since mad young. You know what I mean? Like, you was playing 55th, 17 years old, and you was still hooping at 35, 36 years old. You know what I mean? Like, that's different, B. Like, that ain't everybody that can put in that work. And I don't know if you got the just for men, but you don't got no gray hairs. You got children that's like, I don't know how you not my age and you got kids that's like 27, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Yo, yeah, okay, yeah, you already know. That's a whole nother story, yeah. But I mean, we try to do what I could do, I just that's the grace of God, you know what I mean? I just try to be gracious and, you know, be humble about things at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Because things out here right now is serious, you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
you just got, be on point with things and, be on point with yourself.
absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because I also had some situations going on with my life as well, you know what I mean? And, it's just a fight, you know what I mean? At the end of the day. So it's just real facts.
No, that's what it is. That's what it is. And I appreciate you taking the time out to chop it up with me, big homie. Believe that.
Oh, yeah, you already know. That's love, man. This is 20 plus years right here. You heard me?
You already know. You still hooping, son?
Yeah, it's crazy. I was just out downtown. I was with Tone Greer just now and Mo Black.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? So they was out there, got the little tournament, you know what I mean? They was like, yo, you still ball? I'm like, yeah, I might come back out next summer. I might, I don't know, like we'll see how my body is, but I feel good though, honestly, like, I shedded some pounds off, I ain't got that extra joint on, I ain't getting no extra pains in my joints no more, you know what I mean? So
you good.
I feel good.
You good. Wrap them up with Bengay before you get out there, you know what I mean?
Oh no, you already know that therapy sessions, that's automatic. Stretching, all of that. That's automatic. I won't even jump on the court if I don't do that. You know what I mean?
No, definitely. Yo, Ty, you already, my brother. I ain't gonna hold you too much, man. I just appreciate you taking out the time to chop it up.
Yeah, I see my joint, my dude Scotty and my dude Tao, my dude Joe from P-Chess.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's up? My knee is fine, brother. I lost that weight. I don't get no pains in my knees, brother. You know what I mean? I already see you, Pop, all day.
Sir, Pop, you already. You making it happen. God bless you, bro.
Hey, man, real talk. You already know we're going to chop it on that note. You know what I mean? Recovery. That's all it is, brother. Love.
Absolutely.
Do Rich 40.
Yes.
You already know.
Yo,
yeah.
I appreciate you, my brother. You already know, man. You stay blessed out there and stay careful, my nigga.
You already know, brother. Love. You already know.
Yes, sir.
Hey,